Arguments were concluded and the court had begun to pronounce sentences.
So right now we're watching Law and Crime. We're watching the guy that attacked the judge, and the judge is basically saying that she is not prosecuting that guy for attacking her, but he's prosecuting that guy mostly for she's prosecuting the guy because she got attacked before he got convicted for that thing. So she's not proceeding on. She's a witness technically, so she can't be a judge for being attacked. But I do have the I do love the fact that on Monday she showed up. That's her job. Shout out to the judge. She don't deserve that shit. Fuck that animal. He's an animal. Like not every folk is our folks, man. And that guy does not deserve. I know a lawyer for employees is basically saying, oh, like dark artists. Bro, that guy's not a victim. That guy is a weirdo. He coming in with the mask. He got shackles. He got his hands. He's smiling at somebody. Like a family member.
Mr. Almaty's here now.
I'm hot.
All right, this is on for the continuation of Mr. Redden's sentencing. When we were last here, arguments were concluded and the court had begun to pronounce sentence when an incident occurred. An incident initiated by Mr. Redden preventing the court from completing sentencing. That is the sole purpose for today's hearing. Any other issues that may arise from the events that occurred last Wednesday will be handled at a future date by a different court. For purposes of the record, I want to make it clear that I am not changing or modifying the sentence. I was in the process.
And she's saying she's not changing or modifying the sentence. So she's basically saying like, bro, I was about to convict this nigga and like I was done and he fucked it up for himself. Like I don't got nothing to do with that. But we gonna prosecute you, Brody.
Imposing last week before
I ain't scared no criminal, says the judge.
Actions. I am making my calendar page from that day an exhibit for the court. As it existed, the moment I walked in, prior to anything happening, nothing's been changed, indicating the sentence I intended to impose. How do I do with that for a moment? All right, that being said, in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court does now sentence you in addition to the $25 administrative assessment fee, $150 DNA fee, the $3 DNA administrative assessment fee, and $250 indigent defense fee, 19 to 48 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections. How much credit for time served does he have?
It's 0 days. He was on probation when he committed the offense and was revoked on probation to serve the jail time October 25th. That time it expired at about the time of the plea. So
0 days credit. Mr. Almaty, if that's different, let us know and we'll fix it.
I will.
That man gonna be gone forever.
Watch my report to do this claim. But for the record, I just...
It's the Big Fitness Energy Sale at Planet Fitness.
Let me make sure that my volume is good, bro, because sometimes... Mic check, 1 2 1 3. Mic check, 1 2 1 3. The volume is good. All right, so let's get back to this. Oh, my bad, hold on.
My name is LaDonna Daniels, LADONNA.
So his family pull up. Yeah, I know that fucking. I try to always use this mic, but this, like, bro, I try to. You see, like, that mic, it needs one of these, and I just bought these, but it doesn't fit now. So, man, I don't know. That mic doesn't like me. It worked one time, but now it does. It sounds disgusting. I don't know why. It used to work. I don't know. Nah, yeah, like fucking Lucha's on some weird shit. Like Lucha's like I basically said like his content was garbage and he went from that to like, oh, like meet me in Glendale and like, Bro, I ain't coming to fucking Hollywood, and I'm too old to be showing up for fights and shit like that. If you gonna come and look for me, I'm gonna defend myself. But me going back and forward with Lucia, for what? For what? It's a waste of time. So, like, oh, what a holy drug lord. We are reporting right now the man that attacked, he just got to court. His family's talking for him. And we talking a little drama with Harmonious, because I try to reserve myself from people that don't appreciate me. Like, motherfuckers, I'm funny. I don't know, like, motherfuckers be like, oh, I'm not. No, I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm good looking. I'm diversity. Like, you put me in a spot, and I'm gonna be able to, like, negotiate with black people. I'm gonna be able to negotiate with Hispanics, and I'm gonna be able to stand up to intellectuals. People that think they're smart, but then they stumble upon me. Maybe I have an accent. Maybe that's the reason why people are like, oh, I'm smarter than that guy. But then I'm like, bro, half of the motherfuckers that be out here, like, I even tell Pun, bro, put me on FMW. How the fuck you got a news fucking cast and none of them niggas know about nothing? So I just get like, people love minimum. People love the minimum. People love the fuckery. People love the demise. I just got a job as a bartender in Santa Monica. So I need to kind of focus on myself before I start kind of like giving free content, or just like, hey man, you have a fucking Spotify account that you barely use, but people are still. I got like 105 listeners on Spotify every week, every month. So people are trying to look for me. People are listening to me. Some people are listening to me in my car. Like 185 listenings in 7 days from that last episode. So I think that makes me happy, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm in Spotify with like, obviously not in the fucking rank of the Joe Buttons of this world, but I gotta just make my content and build my portfolio like the same way I do with the photography. I take pictures of a lot of shit. I don't sell my pictures. I just build in my portfolio. You've been to Colombia. You got bitches. You got fucking Sequoia National Park. Let me see. Yeah, people love the fuck shit, and I'm too old for that shit. Yeah. He's like, come to my apartment like at 3 a.m. I'm like, oh my god, like, bro. Really?
And Daniel's DANIELS.
In your relationship?
I'm his sister.
So can you just tell us?
So the sister of the gentleman, pull up.
We've only seen the video, so tell us about.
I want to see the wife, the baby mama. I want to see the bitch that he was beating. Because if he beat up, if you're a man and you willing to go beat up the judge, imagine what you're doing to the lady that called the police on you. A lot of people are like, well, the judge was doing too much. Bro, how about if the judge let this motherfucker walk and he goes and kills Shorty? Because he's not there. Nah, yeah, bartenders make good money, and I'm gonna be. My problem only is my dog. So I'm gonna have to make enough money or get a girlfriend and shit to like fucking twice a week, 3 times a week, get somebody to walk my dog. Because that's where the problem is gonna be relying. Because having a 9 to 5. You kind of gotta like go in hiatus 8 hours, and that's what's really hurting me, because I'm like, fuck, Stormy, But nah, I appreciate you tuning in. Let me see.
About he's your half brother, right?
No, he's my whole
He's your full brother. So tell us about your brother and the.
So it's not our half brother. It's brother from mother and father.
The brother that we haven't seen. Who is he like? What is he like? And how did he get into this situation?
Well, he's basically born with mental illness. He was born with crack cocaine in his system. So his chance of life was taken at birth. Deep inside, he's a good person. He's just not had the opportunity in life to be surrounded by positive people, meaning his own family. I can see that.
I respect her coming in for her brother. Think she should have been. Hopefully she was there in the first time of court, but she seems sympathetic. She seems embarrassed. I think she should apologize to the judge in behalf of the family. I know he's not gonna do it because he's a fucking animal, but on behalf of the family, I hope she apologized to the judge. The judge disrespect a fucking cop. A cop only takes 2 years to become a cop. NYPD, LAPD. It only takes 2 years, right? But these people, they go get their bachelor's 4 years. They go to law school for 3 more years. They go and take the bars exam for like another 2 years. So you spend 12 years just to sit there. And this piece of shit has the nerve to go and hop in there. And on top of it, guess what? Shout outs to the judge. The judge is the real OG.
That my brother just felt betrayed at the time when he was pleading and saying that he was in a better place, which is different for us all to be in a better place. I mean, when we struggle from mental illness, it's a chemical imbalance. Just as most addicts have chemical imbalances out there, who wants to stop using, who can't. It's something that we suffer from. I don't think sending him to prison is going to deter anybody who suffers from a mental illness. They need to be surrounded by healthcare professionals who can treat him, and so that he gets the right treatment that he needs.
He's been in and out of mental health court, so now he's going to go to prison on this thing, right? You were saying to me when we were walking down there, you don't think that that's going to help him in any way.
It's not, because
yeah, I don't like they claiming this like, oh, he got mental illness, bro. This motherfucker did not, like, he knew, like, he's been getting away with this shit for a long time. He been like in and out of DV, multiple DVs, like burglaries. Like, he needs to sit down for a year.
The people in prison are trained to, for prisoners. They're not trained for people who suffers from mental illnesses. So he will not get the proper treatment that he needs.
This case went internationally viral. How has your family been dealing with that?
Well, we've all just been thinking more, of our rights as individuals. And anybody whose mind is not of a normal person should not be judged in a manner of a person who's normal like you and myself.
But have some sympathy for the judge. Where is the... No, but where is the... I want to hear her say, I'm sorry to your honor. I apologize for my blood, for touching you, for you being a woman. Where is the sympathy for the judge? I don't like that. We as black people, we should stay together with our people. And as Latinos, we should back up each other. But when we wrong, we got to call out the people that are wrong. When somebody's making us look bad, we got to call out the people that are calling us out. So, I don't like this thing like, he's a real nigga. No, he's a real dumb. He's not a real N-word at all. He's an ignorant fool that just did the most pathetic shit. And if you think that you're going to do that again, he's lucky that they didn't fucking put 2 fucking hollows in his fucking chest. I'm just saying. Those people over there had a lot of restriction for that son of a bitch. That motherfucker should have given taser. That motherfucker should have been pepper spray. And then, if he went crazy, shot. I'm sorry. White, black, Indian, Native American, Puerto Rican. That motherfucker attacked the judge? The motherfucking judge? Come on, bro. Let's not act like his act was an act of a fucking, like, a freedom fighter. This nigga's not a freedom fighter. The fuck? How low can we go by calling this piece of shit a freedom fighter? A freedom fighter? To attack a judge? A woman? They didn't even attack a white man. I get it. You attack a fat white man, like, fuck that judge, you know? You attack somebody's grandma, bro. Viciously. You stupid bitch. So that's what you do with women. You probably beat up your sister before. You feel me? So, man, let's get...
He tried to speak for himself, which I just...
Every game matters. First.
Man, they always be trying to put Clipper commercial, like, nigga, I ain't no Clippers fan, bro. Yo, I don't know where I put the light, bro. Let's play the lighter game. That nigga got demons. I don't even think that's anger issues. I got anger issues, and I don't get like that.
Take the stand or speak on his own behalf because of his condition.
What was your thought when you saw his video that night?
Yes, I just think his reactions were not premeditated. It was triggered because he seemed to have been pleading for his freedom. He has been
Oh,
on
he
his
lied. He said, "Your Honor, I'm already like." He attacked the judge.
meds for since he got out of jail, but because he doesn't have an appointment until March of this year, so he has not taken anything at all. And I think when the judge says, you know, it's time for you to get a taste of, became a trigger, and in his mind, he felt threatened. We all have the capabilities to do what Diopra did, and that is to leap that high when our fight or flight mechanism response is triggered when we're threatened. We can jump that high, we can leap that high. So in his mind, it's realistic that his life was feeling threatened, and that's what happened.
Do you think that if this person didn't say that last line, that this would be a different story?
I strongly believe that. I strongly
She loved her brother, you could tell.
believe that because
She's
it
doing a good job. I got like her composure is good, but she needs to apologize to the judge.
was that statement that was the trigger.
Have you had any communication with him since Wednesday?
No, I haven't.
I have, and once we found out that he didn't appear in court on that day, my mind automatically went to, what did you do to him? Where is he at? When I came, media everywhere, and I go over to the jail, and I'm trying to do the visits, and there's no visitation for him at this moment. Then why? Where is he? He hasn't called, but apparently Tony Abatangelo, a good attorney that I know, was able to access someone from the inside to actually call, and they called me last night. And I explained to Diopra, like, it's not a circus, what you did, you know, no way do we condone it, but I know your struggles, and I know the voices that you hear, and I just felt I tried to soothe them and, you know, say, just come to court and, you know, whatever's handed down, just take it. Like, what else can you really truly do? But I just felt like to even be going back in front of her courtroom, that was totally biased. Like, why?
Bro, you attacked the judge. What are you talking about?
You know, you want to send a message or what? At the same time, he's like she said, he suffers from mental illness. It's always been documented. It's always been stated. Even when I got him from the foster care system at the age of 12, it's documented that he was severely emotionally disturbed. By the time he was 18, he left and branched out on his own. But every day, like you say, he's trying to do better. He just got released November of 2023. What, 6 weeks ago? Something like that. He just got an apartment, did everything right. He was in contact with parole and probation. He was released to them in their custody. So now you saying you're gonna send him back? But since in his mind he didn't think he was going back. He was ready to go to work the following day. As we stepped in the courtroom, he got a dispatch from the Teamsters. You know, he was just in a better place. And like you said, you know, I just feel it's true.
Do you think that this will, essentially him being sentenced, will undo all the work that he's done to repair his mental state?
No, definitely not. It's only going to put him in a worse state of mind because the system has failed him, and that's how he feels. That's how he feels that since the system fails him, so he's going to come out with that mentality and go forward in life, knowing that he has completed everything that he can, and being in a better place is different for us all. If he can,
To me, just as it shocked everybody else, like, oh my God, I went to a state of shock. You know what I mean? So it was heartbreaking, really, to see him. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's about his mental state. You know what I mean? His mental, like, we just seem to forget that.
in his eyes, he doesn't even understand that what he did was wrong because he feels like he's just protecting his life. And any of us, if our life is threatened, we're going to react in two different ways.
And his mental diagnosis is what?
So he's completely mentally ill.
He has many phases.
So even so, the night before he had court, I guess he didn't really sleep because when I picked him, I'm like, who you talking to, Gio? He's like, oh, nobody. I said, you know, because as a kid, I used to tell him, like, don't start with those voices. Like, I would kind of soothe him, like, get the voices out your head. Come on, it's time to get up. It's time to go to school. It's time to do that just to keep him focused. But as he got older and he got put on the medication, I seen where he was much calmer. Because I believe so. They gave him his first dose of medication yesterday in jail. Wow. His first dose, he said he had taken it. And I could just tell in his voice that he was calmer and he didn't really realize the magnitude of how, you know, what happened. Right. Like I said, I don't even think it's funny. It's a show. You know what I mean? I didn't even
should be overlooked, like the judge said, like, oh wow, he just.
Consider that New Year's resolution.
So the family is basically like supporting his behavior, which fuck family.
Yeah, it's part of his life. It really is.
And Miss Karen, you're his foster mother. And how many children do you have?
I fostered him and his siblings. Actually, four.
How did you guys plan on supporting him in his journey now that he will be behind bars? How do you guys plan on
I've always supported him. I've always supported him. He'll tell you if anybody's number is the same as mine. Whenever he's, you know, I'm in trouble or whatever, he'll pick up the phone. And like I say, I'm here to court for support. I actually taken off work. Court allowed, you know, me to be here. So we support him. But, you know, whatever he needs, I'm a phone call away. So but the main thing is to make sure that he's getting the proper care.
Yeah, I plan on helping him understand his mental condition because he doesn't understand what he suffers from.
Outside of him suffering from that episode, how would you describe his normal disposition?
Yo, there's no apology, bro. I don't want to hear this no more. It's just despicable. At the end of the day, let me log in. Let me log out here. I hope he gets 24 years.